going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in it? In the end zone, it is caught for the win. Kodrak scores, yes, he scores!
One guy on the Niners who I want to talk about because he's beast mode. He's the new beast mode. Play that clip, Cody.
Playing it.
We got
playing
Jimmy G
it
rolling
right
out,
now.
throwing it to Kittle, and face mask. Let me pull on this. Get off of me.
Like,
Let
is this
me
dude even
go.
human?
He's still going.
Is he even human?
No, it's George Kittle.
Look, like, he just like ran through everybody. That's crazy. Also, I didn't put our little text on the screen, but this was obviously courtesy of NFL. These clips.
Yes, courtesy of NFL.
Thank you.
ESPN.
Okay. Thanks.
All
NFL.
sports news.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Coming up next, we got the Broncos game. Broncos versus Texans. And the only reason this is on here, no, the Broncos aren't that great, but the Texans were decent. They were decent throughout the year. They're always decent. They're not the greatest, but they're something. Broncos won 38-24. Drew Lock, second game of his career in the NFL, had 309 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And Deshaun Watson had 292 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. This was definitely a defensive battle. Do you see Drew Lock continuing to do stuff like this? Have good games and all that?
Drew Lock?
Yeah, Drew
I can
Lock.
see it. I can see it.
Do you think he's the savior of all that is Denver?
I mean, obviously, there's not much saving this season, but maybe next year.
I think there's lots of hope.
Do some
And
offseason
I see
work next year.
a bright future because we'll still have a decently high pick too.
Yeah.
But we do have a clip for my man Drew Lock coming up now. He's gonna cut back to Noah Fant. Font.
F-A-N-T,
All the same.
font, Fant.
An insane pass and catch.
And
And
it's
he
threaded
has
the
a
needle.
new trademark celebration already. It's that little
Yeah,
The little-
Well, you can't.
It'll show it again. Hang on. Wait for it. It's Buzz Lightyear. That's what it was. Oh, it didn't play it again.
It's like. Yeah.
It's funny because it was laser. Get it? It's not funny. Last game on our list of decent games for this week because we have had terrible games these past 2 weeks. Nothing entertaining. Chiefs Patriots. Chiefs won 23-16. Patrick Mahomes had 283 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Brady had 169 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Patriots look terrible, and they actually have been caught
Really good.
for videotaping the Bengals
The Bengals.
on their sidelines during practices.
Yep.
The Bengals.
I have a question.
Answer.
Okay, so obviously the Patriots are known as being cheaters, right?
Yeah.
Who on the staff or team do you think is to blame for that? Do you think it's Goodell? Do you think it's
Goodell.
or not? Yeah, Roger Goodell.
He is the commissioner.
Yeah,
How is he to blame for the Patriots cheating?
he kind of like owns them. And we are talking about the same dude that kind of got in trouble like last year for doing naughty things.
Roger Goodell is the NFL commissioner.
Or not Roger Goodell, dadgummit. Robert Kraft, yeah, him. Is that the right guy?
Yes.
Right.
I was like, what?
I'm a little tired. I had to wake up early. But do you think Robert Kraft is to blame, or what's his face?
I think
Bill
it's a front
Belichick?
office thing. I don't think it's necessarily Robert Kraft. I think it's that coaching staff and all that is the coaching staff, including the GM and all that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the owner. That's who I would blame for it.
I'd honestly like to see the Pats get a new head coach. Like, yeah, Bill's good, won rings, but I kind
He's
of
the best coach ever.
feel like he's part of a lot of Patriots' problems.
Maybe. Maybe not.
No.
Did you start recording?
Yeah, I did, but
Okay.
I started recording late.
Again?
Yeah, I missed our whole MVP talk, but I started recording.
that was
right
terrible
before,
anyway.
But yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, moving on. We got one more clip for the NFL before we move on. And it is, you guessed it, Lamar Jackson.
The one, the
Shoot me.
only
Highlight
Lamar
reel.
Jackson. Who is
Go.
this guy? Like,
He's breaking ankles and getting yards. He is actually 23 yards away from breaking the single-season quarterback rushing record. And he plays tonight against the Jets, so he will break it. He will shatter it.
Most definitely.
Michael Vick says if it was anybody, he wanted it to be him. So we know he has Michael Vick's blessings to break his record.
This guy is not human, that is for sure. He
One
just
heck of a player.
dink,
Funny
against
thing
falls
about that.
down.
No, go back.
What do you mean
Go back. So, the week before this, when they played San Francisco, the announcer who later got fired said it was easy for him to do the hiding plays, like trick plays with the football, because of his dark skin tone and the dark ball. So this week he wore white sleeves and a white glove just to, be petty
Right.
and
If you
show
ask
that guy
me,
that's not the reason.
That's the most outrageous statement I've ever heard in my life.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
But it's so funny.
The
He's
only
so
reason
petty.
he's saying that is because this guy's good. Do
He's
you know how
jealous.
many people in the NFL are dark skinned?
A lot.
And nobody else has ever said that ever.
All right, moving on. Key games for this week coming up, week 15. We got Chicago versus Green Bay. Broncos Chiefs, see if Drew Lock can hold up against a top-tier quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. And we got Cleveland versus Arizona, the Battle of the Heismans. That's what I want to call it. That's the only reason it's on there, is it's the Battle of the Heismans. I just don't know how to spell Heisman, so I didn't write it out. That's pretty much all we have for the NFL. It's a really quick week. There's not a lot of cool games happening. It's, whatever,
Now,
Moving on.
the MLB, on the other
The
hand,
MLB.
has been a busy week
The
in the
hot
MLB.
stove is on fire.
Money is being spent, ladies and gentlemen.
Money
Big
in the
money.
bank.
Big, big, big money.
Hence why we called the episode this week Big Money Dollas.
Exactly. That'll do it for you. Do you want to jump right in with Didi?
Didi Gregorius signed with a 1-year, $14 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. He will be taking over the shortstop role there, moving Gene Segura to second, and Scott Kingery will stay at third because they have not signed a third baseman. Scott Kingery is a really good third baseman, though. He's a good player all around. So this is just helping the Phillies, buffing up their already insane hitting lineup when they're on. So this will just be making their lineup even scarier. It'll be great to see. Moving on, we got big man, no beard anymore, Garrett Cole, signing a 9-year, $324 million contract with the Yankees. The Evil Empire is trying to come back, and I don't like it. But they can't sign any other people because they just spent all their money. They're not going to be able to sign Giancarlo to another contract. Okay, well, he's not going to need another contract. They're not going to be able to sign Aaron Judge to a big contract, so Aaron Judge will probably leave. They're going to lose a lot of players because of this.
And Aaron Judge strikes me as like a cocky player. Like he's going to think he's all that, and he's going to want big money.
He is all that.
He didn't do great last year, though. That's the
He's
problem.
still an amazing player.
Yeah, but
He's a home run hitter. All home run hitters are
let's look at
good,
his stats from last year.
but
Wasn't he hurt
they
quite a bit
strike
last
out
year?
a lot. Huh?
Wasn't he hurt a bit last year?
He was. All home run hitters strike out a lot.
Right.
And that's something people overlook. Like Bryce Harper. People would go, Bryce Harper sucks because he strikes out a lot. Well, he's a long ball hitter. It's either they're going to hit it out or they're not going to hit it. That's just how it is. And it bothers me when people say they suck because they strike out a lot. Look, that's what you're going to get with him.
But Bryce Harper, he's a little overrated.
Best player in the world, man. Moving on.
I don't know about that, Chief. But
Last big signing. Well, I mean, this is the last big signing we got. Is the man Anthony Rendon to the Angels, 7-year, $245 million. Mike Trout is finally getting his help. But one thing I did want to mention about
he's been on his
Garrett Cole
own for years now
that I forgot to mention is the Yankees are going to be spending in the next 9 years on Garrett Cole and Giancarlo. They're going to be spending $675 million in the next 9 years on those two.
Dang.
An insane amount. The Angels are also going to be spending an insane amount of money in the next 7 years on Rendon and Trout. But those two are worth it. I feel like that's a better combination than freaking Garrett Cole and Giancarlo. Hitters over pitchers, baby.
I do.
Any day.
As a Braves fan, it kind of sucks. I really wanted Rendon to come to Atlanta.
He looks really good in an Angels uniform.
But he looks really freaking good in Angels, and you can't not like Mike Trout. Like, you can't be a baseball fan and not like Mike Trout. That's kind of like illegal if you ask me.
That is illegal.
But so to see Mike Trout, I'm talking with my hands. Y'all can't see me. But for Mike Trout to finally get his help and have somebody to like maybe help him lead them actually into the playoffs, because Mike Trout can't carry.
They're my World Series pick.
Mike Trout can't do it all on his own, but he has help now, so it'll be fun to watch that. I'm really excited for Rendon and
so many home
Mike
runs. Stonebridge home runs. And they still got Shohei.
Oh yeah, he's like back next year, right? Not just hitting a little. He'll probably be pitching, right?
Yeah, Tommy John 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, he was out all last year pitching wise, and then didn't he pinch hit some, or not pinch hit, DH some at the end of the last year?
Yeah. And there was one more big money signing at least. Zach Wheeler signed with the Phillies. This was early though. $118 million over 5 years. I want to say 5 years. I can't remember exactly. My bad. But the MLB hot stove is hot, super hot.
And I'm gonna guess that our next episode we'll probably have a lot more MLB signings to talk about, because
not big player signings. Really, the big players have already signed.
They'll probably be.
Although
at least
we're still waiting on Arenado, Donaldson.
Exactly.
So we'll keep you guys updated.
And then I believe there's still Madison Bumgarner talks, right?
Oh, Mad Bum.
There's some
I
Mad
forgot
Bum
about
talks.
Mad Bum. And then there's trade talks for Chris Bryant.
Right.
There's lots happening in the MLB right now. Hot stove is the hot stove. Also, speaking of the MLB, they have legalized marijuana throughout the MLB, so it is now legal for their players to use marijuana as if it was alcohol. But if they get arrested for it, then punishment will be seeked. It is going to have the similar punishments and stuff to alcohol is what they're saying, but they're still going to test for opiates and cocaine.
I would like to say though, I forgot. Oh yeah, so I want to start getting more active on our Instagram. So if there's any breaking news, we're gonna try and start posting those on there, like we said we would. So anytime that we're not live, and you want
check
to
out the Instagram,
stay updated. Check out the Instagram. Pass the ball show
on
Instagram. Drop us a follow.
Drop a follow. Drop
Also,
a like on all them pictures.
You can always
all
DM
them
us
3 pictures
on Instagram as well, and give us your topics you want to hear us talk about, and we'll definitely touch base on them. As well as when you're in here, drop in the chat, and we'll definitely talk about those too. But
moving
that's all
on.
I got about the MLB, huh?
That's all we got. So we're gonna pass it on.
Pass the ball. We're gonna pass the ball
to the college football playoffs and bowl games
sir.
starting. We don't got any bowl games to talk about right now. We're gonna leave focus on that for probably an own episode. We'll do a whole episode when bowl games are about to start about the bowl games, but nobody really cares about the bowl games right now. All it is talk about is the playoffs.
Our top four.
Our top 4. So top 6 though, we got LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, Oregon. Those are the top 6. Georgia, Oregon don't even really matter. I don't know why they do a top 6 if the 5 and 6 aren't going to play each other. It makes no sense.
I really want to see an 8-team playoff.
College football is the only people that don't do that.
Like, who wants a playoff with 4 teams? Like, let's be honest.
The committee.
Screw the committee.
You know where Alabama is though? 13th.
That makes my Georgia sadness like 10 times happier, because screw Alabama.
Moving on. I went ahead and made my predictions for the college football playoffs.
I do indeed have my predictions as well. I don't have
Number
my
1
predictions, but-
versus number 4. Right? Yeah. No.
This one should be a given. It is 1 versus 4, I believe, right? 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3.
Yeah, I messed up the thing.
It's kind of a given here, I would think.
No, but I messed it up. Like typing it out.
Yeah, but my pin's.
I'm going against everybody. I'm picking Oklahoma over LSU.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm going
LSU isn't that good.
I'm going LSU over Oklahoma. My pen's not working.
That was dramatic. And I am also picking Clemson over Ohio State because Ohio State is not good.
Neither's Clemson.
The only thing good about Ohio State is Justin Fields.
Clemson's not that great either, but I picked Clemson over Ohio State.
And that running back, dude. That running back is insane.
Because I do believe Ohio State has played literally nobody this year.
Yeah, that's Clemson.
So, I know, but I think...
it's the battle of the nobodies.
Trevor Lawrence...
Well, I mean, they played Penn State. Get out of here.
Trevor Lawrence has that big game experience after last year.
Big game energy.
So I think Clemson has the one up on Ohio State. As Justin Fields has never played in a big game like that.
And I have Clemson winning it all over Oklahoma. But Oklahoma probably won't win anyway, and it's probably going to be LSU. But I still have Clemson winning because they got that big game energy. Go Tigers.
No, that's what we got for college football.
It's Tigers versus Tigers. It's Yo Tigers versus Go Tigers.
That's really neat.
That is insane.
That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
I need a pen. Hand me a pen.
For what?
I threw mine because it didn't work.
What's next? NBA. In the NBA, not much is going on. Not much is important right now. But things are starting to heat up. It's called trade talks. Biggest trade talk going on around right now is Love trade talks. The only superstar that is being talked about traded right now is Kevin Love. Where will he go? Who do you see him going to? He has came out and said that he would like to go to the Portland Trailblazers if he goes anywhere because he is from Portland. What do you think?
I think he just likes Melo.
No.
No?
He's from Portland.
Okay, so...
But he did post on Instagram a picture with him and Russ
all I'm saying here...
because they went to school together. So do you think he could potentially say, hey, I'd also like to go to the Rockets? Could we see a Capella for Love trade?
I don't know. If he went to Portland, Melo's not doing as good as he's doing right now.
Well, duh, it's Kevin Love.
So, I was talking to Landon about this the other day. When Melo went to Portland, Portland was struggling so bad, they're just like, Melo, we need help. You do you. Like, every other team, he's had to play a role.
But I feel
and Melo's
bad.
just playing for himself.
I feel bad for Damian Lillard because Melo isn't that good. Damian Lillard is Damian Lillard.
Then why was he not carrying his team
He was.
before Melo?
Before Melo came, they were still almost in playoffs, if not in. You know what? I'm looking up the standings right now. Baby Yoda, baby Yoda. That's stuck in my head. And if you don't watch Mandalorian, then who are you?
Oh boy.
We need some
Oh,
jazz music
excuse
going
me.
right now, don't we? Oh, and the awards show is happening right now, so if we see any come out, we will let you know who won right now.
But hey, check out the Instagram if you want to know who wins Heisman later tonight, because we most likely won't be live when this comes out. So check our Instagram, and we'll post who wins the Heisman on there.
Heck yeah, baby.
Yes,
I was gonna say
sir.
brother, but then I was like, eh.
Blocked by James. He drives one. Deep left field. That goes Upton. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Bartolo. It's going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in it? In the end zone. It is caught.